What's up, guys? Welcome back to Esk8Exchange, the show where we talk about electric skateboards, MBoards, really the e-skate industry in general. Today is kind of a special show. We've got Lisa, Skate Naked, right? That's your name? That's your Instagram handle?
Yep.
That's your name?
Yes.
So you currently live in Oceanside, right?
Yep.
You do?
Down
Okay.
in Oceanside.
So what's your story here?
Yeah. So I started skateboarding probably 10 years ago.
Okay.
Loved it. Longboarding. That was my thing. And then I moved down to Oceanside and I met Joe, and he was
SoCal legend.
SoCal legend for everyone that doesn't know. Met him, and he was into e-skate, electric skateboarding, and I was like, "What the hell is this?
Yeah,
I would never do this. These people are crazy. Like, there's a motor on a skateboard. Like, what? No, not doing it." And then I got on, and I was like, "This is the funnest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yep.
Let's
That's
go."
how it
so
usually
you traded
goes.
it
Let's
in right
go.
away.
Right away, I didn't think I would like it. I was honestly, this is sketchy as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Like, this is super sketchy. I'm not into it. But just coming from a background from skating already, it was just an easier transition. So
That's cool.
I was surprised that I was able to do it and hang on. And
What year was
here I
that, you
am.
think?
So 2018 is when I got into electric skateboarding.
Man, we've only all gotten crazier since then.
Oh, my God.
And it seems like that wasn't that long ago, but it really, in our world, that was a long
4
time
years ago was a
4
long
years
time ago
That's
for
kind of
this
when
industry.
I started, I think,
Totally.
too. Yeah.
We are, MBoards is 5 years right now.
Yeah.
So September, I think, will be our 5-year
Wow.
anniversary. Yeah.
Okay.
So that'd be like early days of MBoards. And at that time, the industry was
We
really
sort of tried
raw.
to trace it. We thought, like 2012 is really when it sort of like gained momentum and
I'm
sort
sure
of showed
someone's
up
gonna
around
go,
some place.
I built my board in 2009. Okay,
That's
great.
not what we're saying. We're
Yeah, yeah.
saying like, okay, it started popping up on Instagram. It started popping
Started
up on
becoming
social
real.
media. It was like, okay, people are spending money on marketing. One Wheel was what, 2015?
I can't be sure.
Yeah,
I have
something
actually
like
no
that.
clue.
So I mean, even they're haven't been around that long.
Right. So
yeah.
no, it's interesting. So 2018. So you've been doing it for 4 years.
Yeah.
When did you get your first board?
So Joe surprised me with a board. So I met Joe in September of 18, and he surprised me with a board for Christmas that year.
Oh,
Nice.
So
very nice.
3 months later.
So what'd you have? A Evolve GT?
GT,
Cool.
yep. And then I just have always loved black and white.
Mm-hmm.
That's just always been my jam. And so I was like, dude, I want a custom white board. So it's car paint is what he did. I thought it was his is hydro dipped, but mine's just regular car paint.
Like automotive. That's
white,
cool.
Yeah.
yep, with like a pearly glitter.
Very
And
nice.
that was my first board, and I loved it just so much. And then just got super attached to it. Didn't want another board, didn't want to upgrade. I was like, this is what I want. I'm not doing anything else to it. And then I got in an accident.
Okay. Oh.
Broke my leg Super Bowl Sunday to 2021.
Yeah.
So on that board.
Oh, that's not very long ago.
Yeah. So I broke my leg a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And I still did. It wasn't the board. It wasn't the board at all. It was just a freak accident. I just wasn't paying attention. It was a huge gnarly like dip in the road.
Yep.
And I went to run it out. And as soon as I went to run it out,
No.
leg
Earmuffs.
yeah,
Just gives me the
leg
willies.
broke right then and there and fell to the ground. And
Your nose broken right as soon as you went down?
No, because I'd never broken my leg.
Okay.
I didn't know what that pain
Right.
would feel like.
Right.
Did you just get up and walk it off?
I knew that when they tried to pick me up, I was like, I can't put any pressure on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, this hurts. Like, I've never felt pain like this.
Yeah.
But it was like you have so much adrenaline
Right.
that you almost don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't feel it right away.
Exactly.
That's why people like pass out.
That's how James
Yeah.
was when he broke his hip. Like,
Right.
Right away, he's like, I'm good. Starts trying to walk it off,
Right.
and like
We got him in the car.
minute
He
two
started
later,
getting really
and it
hot.
was yeah.
Yeah. That was this
Yeah.
that, and then the same thing on mine when I landed on my ass.
Yeah.
We like ran across the street. I'm laying in the shade, just like hell. What is wrong? But like really, it was just because like that pain, that rush of adrenaline, and it's you're just
your
excited.
adrenaline wears off, and
Right.
pain starts coming in.
Right.
Yeah.
No
Totally.
fun.
The human body is so crazy though. Everything
Yeah.
heals itself.
So okay, so how long was it from then to your first ride back?
So
Like, did you like, ease yourself in? Did you jump on Did you jump on a regular longboard first or
No.
your e-skate?
so
Because I feel like the regular longboard seems sketchy once you go from brakes to.
No, I
bricks.
went right back on the same board that I broke my leg
Yeah.
on.
So how long was it?
I think it was like 3.5 months.
Oh, that's not
Oh, wow,
bad.
that's pretty
That's
quick.
pretty quick. Yeah.
we had a friend come over to the house, and I was in a mindset where, I mean, I was pissed. I thought I was never going to get on a skateboard ever again. This is ruining my life. You know, I'm thinking of all the worst things possible. And we had a friend come over, and he was like, you're getting back on that board. You're getting back on that board. You're going to skate it. You love this. Like, I love skateboarding so much, and, you know, Esk8. So, and sure enough, I got back on the same board that broke my leg. So,
that's cool.
So I'm very attached to that board. I'll never get rid of it. I don't skate it anymore. Joe got me
now.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, it's like a relic.
Yeah,
now.
Yeah, you hang that one up on the
wall
wall.
art. Yeah, it's wall art.
That one.
Their place, dude. The wall art there is so cool. Like, it's like being in a museum. I love it.
That is true. If you walk into their apartment,
it's like
they've got like all kinds of old and like interesting evolved shit.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's pretty cool.
I think Joe has all the decks of.
I think he's got almost every iteration. I would say.
Yeah. And it was so, I mean, even when the first time I walked into his apartment, I was like, oh, this is so dope. Don't change it.
There's like unreleased shit in there.
Yeah.
Like that stuff that they scrapped. Like it's cool.
He has, exactly.
It's like a laboratory.
Yeah. It's pretty sick. And then we have a friend that did a bunch of, like, she's an artist and painted all like some of the old decks and stuff. So
that's cool.
Pretty rad.
That's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. But he got me a GTR, and I was still skating my GT because this is prior to breaking the leg.
Got it.
And then I was having some issues with the GT, and he was like, just start skating the new board. I got you. Like, what are you doing? And I was like, okay, I just don't want to get rid of it yet.
Yeah.
Put the old girl away.
So then I broke
Retire
the
her,
leg. Retired her, and then now I'm on the GT.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I
really cool.
actually have a question.
Okay.
So we give our boards girls' names.
We do.
You give a board. Is it a dude?
Yeah.
No, it's a girl.
No, it's still
Is it a girl?
It's a
Okay.
girl.
All right.
What's her name?
You know what? I don't think I
Maybe not a
named
name,
my
but
car.
it's just
she.
the fact that
My
it's
car
she.
has a name. Yeah.
What's your car's name?
My car's name is Splash.
Splash.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
It's
Does it leave marks on the ground everywhere it goes?
So
or what?
I named it. So I named it
Splash.
Splash because there's a splash of blue. I drive a truck.
Okay.
There's a splash of blue on the rims.
Got it.
Okay.
On the not the rims, the
Bumper?
bumper.
Okay.
And it's a splash of blue because I had a blue Ranger before, so it's like
Cool.
an
Borrowed
homage.
some parts.
All
Yep.
the names is like an homage to something else. So like Esk8Naked is an homage to my other Instagram that I do for like modeling, which is Surf Naked, but Surf Naked's from MySpace back in the day. So everything has a story. And you guys, I made this when I was like 20 years old. That's why the name's a little ridiculous. But it's also like skateboarding. It's like, you know, skateboarding gets such a bad rap, and it's like, you know, it's kind of like you know,
Just have fun, man. Like,
just have fun.
Dang.
Who cares? I'm gonna say it like I'm gonna have a ridiculous name, and you know, I don't care what you think.
I named my first car. She was a 1999 Honda Accord. I named her Betsy because she was an old white lady that would shake. Just shake.
Anything over 35, you start getting that vibration.
It would shake at a park. It would just shake. It wouldn't
great.
matter.
Oh my God.
Anyways, so what's it like being a female in the community? Because this community is heavy male. Our customer base, I want to say, is 99.9% male. And even when we do occasionally get a female name pop up in our orders, it's like someone's mom.
Yeah.
Like, so it's very rare we actually ship to females. So it's
Yeah.
interesting. So like, is there anything odd that you experience being like one of the only ladies at a group ride?
Yeah, I'm definitely, there might be me and someone else maybe.
Yeah.
Every time I see another female skater, I'm like, yes, dude.
Right.
Yes, it's so cool. I think for the most part, nobody really like says anything until after the ride. And then they're like, oh, she can skate.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, you actually can skate. It's like, yeah, you know. But
Yeah, you can hold your own.
Yeah.
I could hold on. I could hold my own. And I think honestly, I think it goes back to skating. I've been skateboarding and longboarding for 10 years. And I think it's just, that transition to it was super easy for me. I think I got super lucky. Also, I do a lot of yoga, a lot of balancing.
Okay.
So that really helps. I think helps with balance. You have to have good balance on a board.
Thought of doing like Esk8 yoga where we could like film and while you're riding, you're like doing different like warrior positions, like work on your balance, but doing like 15 miles an hour.
I'd be breaking my leg for
it'd
sure.
be great.
doing
But
that.
think how good your balance should be.
That would be pretty good.
That's
you know
cool.
what? Honestly, the most hate I've ever gotten is from my helmet. believe it or not.
Oh, really? Well, so what helmet do you wear?
Really
So I'm
hate
wearing a Ruroc.
Okay.
I've had this Ruroc for years. It is so dirty on the inside, you guys. So
What?
gross. And like we've gotten free helmets. Luckily, we've gotten sponsors and they've given us free helmets. And I'm just so attached to this same
one.
helmet. I even when I broke my leg, I was wearing the same helmet. And luckily, you know, I have a couple scratches on it and this and that. But in the very beginning, when I first started, I would get DMs from guys like, "You're wearing the wrong because Ruroc isn't for electric skateboards, right? It's
They like advertise a very short period where
Very
you could go on their
short.
website and it actually said Esk8, and you could
Really?
pick the
Okay.
same helmet, which was actually a snowboard helmet, which is the one most people wear.
I mean, at the end of the day, if
But
it's speed rated at whatever.
At one point, yeah, they did actually show it. But
Okay,
Okay.
but not
it's-
anymore.
It's gone now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
because I don't think they're certified or they don't have like trademarks.
There's
or-
just certain
for
certain
Esk8.
things. Yeah.
But so I would get like some gnarly DMs like your Ruroc ruined my friend's face, and I'm like, dude, I'm not bombing hills on an Esk8. Like if you're gonna do stupid shit,
Right.
you're probably gonna get hurt,
Right.
regardless of what helmet you're wearing. So
I always wonder too, like what would happen to your face if you weren't wearing that mask?
Can be
Because
dead.
if you hit your face that hard for your mask to mess your face up, that
Right.
means you face planted.
yeah,
Right.
Whatever
your
helmet,
nose
like,
would be
okay,
sideways.
I get it,
Yeah,
but
for
like
sure.
the fact is, you're not dead.
Yeah.
So
I
a helmet
never-
saves you at that
I
point.
never understood bitching about helmets because, like,
You
who's to
bought it
say?
too.
Who's to
You know?
say that helmet would have performed any differently than another?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's impossible to say because every single crash is different.
Yeah.
So, anyways, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
So no one's
Yeah.
really giving you shit. That's good.
So yeah, I haven't really gotten too much shit other than the helmet.
I can't imagine in today's, in today's age where I can't imagine anyone walking up and being an actual asshole about anything
Nobody,
like
well,
that.
nobody does it face to face anymore. They'll just do
Well,
it.
they'll do it over
online
social
behind
media,
some
yeah.
crazy
That's true.
screen name, and you're like, I rode with that dude last week. Like, I know exactly who this dude is.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
say it, man.
Yeah.
Like, speak up. It's
Yeah.
no fun
Well, that's
using
cool,
back
though.
channels. But,
Yeah.
we were on a group skate a couple weeks ago, and there was a guy on a scooter, and he's just honking his horn behind me, and I'm goofy foot, so there's 100 people on this group ride, and the scooter dude is just honking his horn, and he's telling me I'm like not skating on the certain like
Oh,
I guess if
gosh.
you're goofy, you need to be skating on a certain way, but I'm like, dude, there's 100 skaters here, and you're honking at me.
Yeah,
Might have to call that guy out.
that's
so
funny.
Fine,
yeah,
yeah.
I was a little pissed off about that. But other than that, I haven't gotten too much.
That's cool.
No negative
Yeah.
stuff. Other than the helmet. So
That's cool.
So are you like, do you want to work in the industry, or you just enjoy it as a recreational?
I love being it's super empowering being a female in a male dominated sport. It really is super empowering. I love doing it. I love seeing other females skating and doing it too. It's like, whoa, like it's pretty rad. But I don't think I think just would you say recreational?
Yeah, just for
Yeah,
fun.
I don't think I would want to work in it because for me it's just a hobby. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's a hobby. It's what I love, and I think if I were to work in it, it'd be just too much.
I agree because
Yeah.
when you
Right?
when you work
I
in
second
it,
that one.
yeah,
Man.
when you
Gave
work
you
in
guys a curveball there.
yeah, when you work in the industry, now it's always fun, and I come to work every day and I have fun, but there's still like this extra added like weight added to it where it's like
I feel like
It's
it's
always
like
work.
it's higher highs and lower lows, because the highs are
Right.
like you have something in your hand that nobody knows what you just did.
right,
And in 6 months, everybody will be using it, or it's like, holy crap, what just happened?
yeah,
What is going on? Like,
Right.
And we make it like really dramatic, but it's not that bad. It's
It-
usually like, how did that package get there?
Yeah.
Dang it. But that's a big deal,
Yeah.
and that's like a big fire that we would have to put out.
but it's like separating business and just going out and skating is
Yeah.
like almost impossible.
Yeah.
When I'm on my board, I
Yeah.
feel like I am working almost.
Right.
Totally.
Because it's like I have a duty to ride the boards I'm building and like to test
Promote
them,
it.
and like testing never ends. Like it
Yeah.
never finishes.
Right.
As much as you want to say it's been tested, it's
No.
always testing.
Yeah.
All boards are that way. But anyways, so it's interesting.
Just
so
waiting for it to kill us, I guess.
yeah, really.
Then it's no longer testing. It failed.
It
No more.
failed.
We're done.
I've had brands be like, we don't want you to wear the helmet because I wear a full face helmet.
Yeah.
You can't see my face. So I've
Right.
had brands be like, wear the half dome one, which I
Yeah.
hate. I can't.
Okay.
I'm
Can't
not
do
a
it, huh?
fan. I'm sorry if I offend anyone, but I'm just not a fan of those helmets. I don't want to. But
Half
also,
shell.
it's like, I just want to skate for me, dude. I just want to skate for fun, and I
Yeah.
don't want to have to constantly get footage because then it's like, I'm skating because it makes me feel good. It's, all this.
And you've perfected the selfie riding
I think I
style,
have.
the Lone Ranger. Like,
Lone
I think she's right. Getting footage is hard because
It is hard.
you really need somebody else because you got a
Totally.
remote in one hand
Yep.
and you got buttons in the other. And I don't know how many times I've thought I've done the phone button and here goes the throttle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those are sketch.
No
and then
go.
you have to train yourself because, you hold the remote with your right. Well, depending on who,
Right.
And then you have to hold it if you're taking selfies with your right or videotaping. Then
So difficult.
it's a lot. And it's
Yeah.
sketch. And it's scary, dude. And so
Mike
it's
doesn't
like,
do any of it. He just
No.
rides.
I
it's
just ride.
smart.
He just rides.
I don't
Yeah.
mess
This is
around.
Jacob, film me now. But it
I know.
is. It is.
Well,
Yeah,
the
it's tricky.
most you'll ever get out of me, right, is a shot of my feet, and then I pan up to what I'm riding,
This is where I'm
and
at.
maybe I turn the camera on really quick for 2
Aw.
seconds,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Right.
That's pretty much it. That's
I
the much
try,
you get.
and the funny thing is, I never go back and check it. So I'm like, oh, dude, that run was sick. Like, and then you just keep going, right? You get
Yeah.
home and you're like, what the hell was
Yeah.
I doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's like my shoelace and like the concrete. Oh, fun. This is cool. Good
This is
job,
great.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, because talk about male dominated, because like any other sport you can think of, I can think of a women's league or team or whatever, but like there's really like it's got to be 99.99% male
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
It's got to be at least people who consider themselves part of the community
Yeah.
for sure.
I wish it was easier to like pinpoint what the
problem
limiting
is.
factor.
Yeah,
Like,
because it's obviously
I
the
know
door's
from-
open.
From my perspective, and probably most non-single men, it's simply the cost. It's hard to fathom that you're about to spend $2,000 on something to just go play on.
I think that's a thing with men is
But
that I
once you
feel like
get
they're
that
willing
hurdle-
to just spend
Yeah,
more on like dumb shit.
right.
I think
Yes.
women are smarter with their money.
Yes, we love
It's
dumb
got to be
shit.
what it is. It's got to be
gotta
because
be.
we'll go and just drop 2 G's on.
But we'll do it
a
on
toy.
one thing. Whereas,
Yeah.
maybe my wife will buy like 55 things for like $20. I'm like, wait a minute. That's
Hold
the
on.
same thing here. Like
Yeah.
this doesn't work. So
That's funny.
we fight our own battles. You got to know which ones.
Right.
But I do feel like that is a tricky one because, ultimately if we don't, like I had to buy my wife her board.
Right.
I assume you would buy Maddie something. Joe got you yours.
Both of them.
Yeah, so that's $5,000.
Yeah.
That's a big chunk
Lucked
of
out.
change. Like,
yeah.
we just like our insurance. She's like, Jacob has to have his stupid toys insured all the time. It's like, but yeah, we do because
Yeah.
they are expensive.
Yeah.
It's
I
no
also
different.
think it's just like the innate danger of the sport, and I just feel like a lot of ladies just don't
Yeah.
participate in the
it's
higher
scary.
danger
Yeah.
sports.
I literally pray every single time right before we go on a group ride or like, dude, we're on 100 people plus group
Yeah.
ride. And Best of the West a couple weeks ago. It's sketchy. It's scary,
Yeah.
dude. And coming from an injury where I broke my leg and I'm getting back on, like, dude, I pray every single time. It's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
It's
Did,
so
did you
scary.
go out and ride on that Wednesday ride with all the bikes?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's,
Yes.
that's sketchy too.
Oh my
All the
God.
handlebars, man.
So
Yeah.
so we did that. We rode with them, which was cool. The
Yeah.
bikes,
It was
they're
a fun
always crazy.
experience.
We're always talking about the bikes on this podcast.
I
now.
know we do.
It was pretty
but
rad.
it's-
You guys should totally go, like,
But
It was
then
fun.
we crossed
Yeah.
the strip after, and for whatever reason, like this storm blew through, like this huge dust storm, but it didn't show up on any weather apps. It was literally like it didn't exist. I tried to look everywhere to find out what the weather was supposed to be doing, and it was saying it was clear and like 5 miles an hour wind, and we couldn't you couldn't see downtown almost because it was so dusty. But we ended up riding like all the way. Oh my God, we went halfway down the strip that night just for fun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just for fun. We just kind of kept going. Joe's like, well, we'll go one more light. And then we'll go one more light. And we kept going one more light, one more light. I'm like, I think we need to go back. Buddy. Like,
Yeah.
We're getting a long ways out here.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, it was cool, and we had a nice little group. We rode together, but
Man, there's nothing like skating the strip for the first time.
Yeah.
Back in 2020 when COVID hit.
yeah,
Yep.
I
I regret not doing it.
Oh,
then.
dude, that
I
was.
regret not
first
doing
one.
it then. Yeah.
We were like, what can we do where nobody's on the road? Let's go skate the strip during COVID. No one's gonna be there in May.
yeah. It was
I
only
think
two,
yeah.
it's
like
nice.
2
Literally
months in.
nobody was there.
It wasn't
No.
super gnarly hot or anything. Nobody was there, and we did it, and it was. Joe has a video of it on it. SoCal Legend.
That's literally a once in a lifetime opportunity
Oh,
right there, and
dude.
I
Yeah.
should have done it. And I
So cool.
regret not doing it every day.
It was just,
was
it
pretty
was,
rad.
it was unreal for all the lights to still be on,
Yeah.
but it was just silent.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was so quiet.
Just like
Yeah.
full of bicycles, really.
you could
Just
hear your
all
own
these people.
tires. You heard your board.
Yeah.
Like it was the wildest thing.
Like,
it was
yeah.
super
It was
cool. I
crazy.
think Joe even had music, and like we were all listening to it. 'Cause
Yeah.
because you could hear it.
yeah,
'Cause
you
nobody
could
was on the
hear it.
road.
You
That
could
was.
hear it.
We
super
went
rad.
down there and we walked the strip. We took photos and stuff
Yeah. hell
of
yeah.
just like in areas where it'd be impossible to get a clean shot
Right.
of, and
Right.
super cool. Yeah, I regret not going to skate that for sure.
That was
I
super
do.
fun.
Yeah.
That was a good time.
No FOMO, man. You'll be all right.
So
But there's nothing like skating the strip for anyone.
You've
watching
done it though
this.
now.
I've done
and
this
it was
strip
pretty
now,
intense.
and it was a little scary.
but
It's fine.
It's
you know.
dude. It's scary, but it's like, shit. Once you're done,
Yeah.
you're like, whoa, what did I just do on
Yeah.
my skateboard, Las Vegas Strip?
Yep. I actually prefer riding downtown. I think it's more
Fremont's
fun.
dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
We did a group ride Memorial Day back
I
in
don't
May,
remember.
and we skated Fremont Street at 6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
and nobody was on the road, and I don't know if it was you, but I think it was you. We
Yeah.
were following you, and Jacob just went to skate Fremont.
We're right down the middle of
Right
it.
down the middle, where people walk and stuff, and nobody's
Yeah.
out at 6 a.m.
Right.
and,
No.
So that was a pretty fun experience too. I think
Screamed
I
at
have
the whole
footage.
time between
that.
like security and drunk people. It was great because initially security was yelling at the drunk people, and then we showed up and they would just yell at us. They're like, "You guys get out! You can't be here!" I'm
Yeah.
like, "Who are you?"
It's like
guys?"
come and chase us, come
Right.
and get us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we had
That's cool.
fun.
fun experience. Yeah.
So, if you had to, I know you got a GTR now, right? Is there any board that you just would trade it for?
That's funny. I asked her almost
He
the same
did.
thing earlier. I was like, "So if there was any board,
Any board, money
you
with
had
no
$10,000
option.
in your hand, and they said, but
There's
you only
something
get
that
to
you
buy
like.
one.
Is
What
there a
would
board that pops on your feet?
just
You go,
what would it
God
do?
damn, I
Yeah.
want that one.
Okay, so I'm very particular when
Okay.
it comes to what kind of like decks I like
Yep.
and everything like that. And I'm a carbon girl,
Yep.
right? Never been into the bamboos or But you know what? Honestly, if I had $10,000, I'd probably just have someone just custom make me exactly what I want.
Okay, and what is that? What do you want?
I mean, I would just do a carbon.
Okay,
Obviously all-terrain tires, but I want something that is going to, I can go fast enough to keep up with everybody because I have
Yep.
a GTR right
Yep.
now. I'm, and everybody, when people get new boards, the old generation boards can't keep up. So on group rides,
right.
I can't keep up with anybody anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm so attached to my board, I just don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Oh, we got
So
we
it's
got
one
to
of
get
those.
some pulleys on there then.
Yeah.
Maybe,
Oh.
maybe we'll do a swap out there.
Yeah.
We'll give you
That'd be sick.
If you upgrade your
Yeah.
pulleys, you'll go faster.
Yeah.
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 So that's like my number one. 'cause
give
I
you a
just wanna-
turbo.
Oh fuck. And
Yeah.
it has to do with weight too, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, but I don't need to be going 40 miles an hour. Because that's not,
crazy to me.
Like
Yeah.
I came from a longboard. I was just a cruiser.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know, I was just carving. That's
So
all.
you're like maxing like 22 right now ish.
Yeah.
What do you think you'd want to skate at? Like
I mean,
like 28?
yeah. I
around
wouldn't
there?
want to do more than 30, dude.
Yeah,
'Cause at
no,
that
30 is
point-
sketchy.
Yeah.
I won't do if I
can't
touch
carve
30.
30
30?
is sketchy.
Yeah, you
30
can't
is
carve
sketchy.
at 30.
Yeah.
You know what I
No.
mean? Like I think I carve it. I feel comfortable carving at like 16.
Okay.
So and it's like I just don't want to be. I don't want to race. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm not trying
Just
to
wanna
race
be able to keep
people.
up.
I think
just
there's a
wanna
whole
cruise.
section of the community that's just like all about speed, and I just think
Right.
there's so much more to skating than going as fast as you possibly can.
They're missing
Totally.
like they're passing up on all like the lower skill level, the people that we need to continue to grow. We're just
Right.
scaring the crap out of them by
Yeah.
taking them on these rides, and they're
Yeah.
like, holy shit, I cannot keep up with
Yeah.
these people.
Yeah.
And you can sometimes tell, like you can tell when people are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not that, it's anybody's responsibility when you're doing group rides, but
Right.
it would be nice if that was sort of taken into account.
Right.
So we always want everybody to show up, but
Yeah.
it's very difficult to make it equal for everybody.
Right.
Because just from the board to the person to the however side of the bed they woke up that morning,
Right.
like, do they just feel like being a jerk today? Like, I can't help you there. But,
Right.
There's a few folks I know like riding in San Diego that scare the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it scare the crap because they ride in your blind spots and they, like go fast and then they slow down. They go fast and they slow down.
It needs to be like Esk8 etiquette, where it's
So we've talked about this.
Okay.
We
We
talked
can write a
about like
book,
writing like
The 10
making like a
Commandments.
10-minute long video of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
explaining
Oh, yeah.
how this is how you properly ride in a group.
Mhm.
Or
Imagine
properly
us
ride
doing,
on the
like,
street
a
or
fun
public.
safety. Oh my
Like
God.
we need to do like a
Just hit me.
1950s
Yeah,
like
just hit me.
old fashioned like how to video. And how
Maybe
not to
black
be-
and white.
Remember
That'd
the
be
old
pretty
bomb
cool.
shelter,
That'd be
like the
pretty
bomb
cool.
shelter
Yeah,
videos,
exactly.
where you like
It's a
in case
4
of
by
a
3
nuclear
aspect
bomb,
ratio.
Crawl under your little desk.
Yeah.
It's coming. Like, oh, that's gonna work.
And we'll have to like wear like old looking outfits. Yeah.
Oh man.
Does he come up here when he's like feels comfortable? You want to be
He's
like
chilling.
us?
He wants.
I think he
Good
just
boy.
wants pets. Yeah.
Oh, you're
Hi,
like,
big
hey,
guy.
you guys
You
are
wanna say
talking. It's not
anything
about
today?
me anymore.
Right.
What a good boy.
He's just showing off his.
Look at these
junk to
eyes.
everybody.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He's a good boy.
Oh.
He's just chilling. Yeah, so that's so you want something custom. There's no actual board that you're like really looking at.
Not
Or
that I've
that's like
seen.
reaching out to you.
I mean, I love the Metro deck.
Okay.
Not a fan of the remote. I love
what remote are they using right now?
I think it's a VX2. I thought.
Is it?
I
Okay.
think so.
Yeah, wasn't I? You know what? And I was just talking to Jacob.
They
about
might have
that.
switched it over to the puck though by now. Wouldn't
Okay.
surprise me.
Okay.
but
I would
th-
imagine
It's been a
so.
while.
You probably were on like a VX2 or
And this
one.
was like a
I
couple
can't-
years ago.
Yeah.
probably even a
um,
one.
I mean, Jeff is right there with them with Metro, so I can't imagine
Yeah.
them
I
not
don't
using
think
a puck
they have
at
a
this
new.
point.
I don't think they have their own. remote
No,
for
they
that.
gotta use a
I could be
puck.
wrong.
I feel like that's a waste of
I'm
opportunity.
I still surprised me we don't see more Metro boards on the road, but
those things
There's
are
not-
gorgeous.
yeah.
I
So cool.
can't
I don't
imagine.
know
Like
what
I don't
it is.
understand. They're so pretty. So
And
that's
I
a
want-
cool board. I
yeah.
would probably buy one of those.
And I really like MBoards board too. And I'm not
Oh,
just
the endurance.
not just saying
The
that
new
because
one.
it's you guys. I really do like it. No, there was a guy that showed up at the group ride Wednesday, and I was like, dude, I really like this board. But also, I don't want a heavy board.
Yeah, our board's
Like
not
the
light.
lacro-
It's
yeah.
not light. Yeah. When it's fully loaded at 12S8, it is not a light board.
Okay.
It's pretty heavy.
I just want something. So it's like I can't really carve on a Cali. You know,
Right.
some of these are just way too heavy. So honestly, I think I would just have someone custom make me exactly what
Right.
I would want. So
That's
I
cool.
think that's what I would do.
Okay.
I think that's what I
That's
would do.
cool.
Yeah.
would it be white or would it be
Oh
black?
yeah, it's always gonna be white.
Just white.
It's gonna be white.
It's always gonna be white. That's
That's
just
cool.
yeah,
White and
black and white.
chrome.
I just chrome would be pretty.
That'd be kind of
sweet.
wild, yeah.
That would be pretty.
Chrome's
Like,
sweet
it'd be
cool.
kind of an old school. Like I want to do a board with like
I want-
chrome trucks. and
I'd like to
chromed out
do an
parts, just-
endurance that's got all stainless or like chromed out, like
Yeah.
heat sinks, rims, all the
Mhm.
hardware, hangers, motor mounts, like everything chrome except for like the carbon deck.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think it would look really good.
that
That'd
would
be
be dope.
And,
Pop.
I'm in.
And then we don't have to anodize it, so it's even better because
Right.
it just comes off the machine like done, which would be cool.
Ready.
So anyway, we'll figure that out. I'd like to do that for my board eventually, but so that's
Hell
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I think that's probably about it. I think. I
Okay.
think we've covered a lot of ground. If you guys
Yeah.
aren't following Lisa on social, her information will be down in the description below. So yeah, you got anything else you want
Oh,
touch
man.
on?
I mean, just thanks for having me.
Yeah,
this was
absolutely.
a lot of fun. Love you
We
guys.
talked about it enough times, so now
We
we
really
now we
did.
knocked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always fun going on a podcast with your friends. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
Just kinda
Trust
hang
me,
out.
it gets off top. We actually stayed on topic quite well
we did
today.
pretty good. We
didn't-
did pretty good.
Yeah. Unfortunately when we got, I think it's when it's the guys, all three of the guys.
That other dude that
The
usually
The other
sits in
guy,
this seat,
it's
he
James.
James.
Really, it's not even just being a guy
James.
thing. It's a James thing. He
It's a
gets
James
us
thing.
off topic.
Just, someday
a
we're
stalker.
just gonna put him in this seat, and he's gonna be the only one on the camera. We're just gonna be like, James, go.
Go ahead.
Go.
Have a
here's,
podcast.
here's 45 minutes
And
to
he
yourself,
will
bro.
just,
You'll fill it up.
bro, let me tell you. And that 45 minutes later, be like, all right, we're good. Thanks, buddy.
That's a wrap.
Yep.
Send it. All right, Lisa. Thank you guys. Or thank,
Thank
you
you for
for
having me.
Jacob. Thank you for being here as always as well.
Yep.
Maddie, thank you for being behind camera
Thank you.
and all that. So
Milo
all right.
says,
Yeah.
get the hell out of my
Milo's like
get the
ready
hell
for
off
us to
my
be done.
bed. He's trying to push me off.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button for a new podcast every Saturday, and see you in the next one.
See ya.
Woo.
Peace.